Okay, welcome back to the Pre-Prod podcast.
Number 0.5. I want to
0.5.
just make sure that's
0.52.
0.52. Yes.
And in 0.52, Aaron found this really, really cool material when he was searching. We've got some science-y kind of stories here. Well, his is really science-y. Mine a little pseudo-science-y, but I'm going to hand it over to Aaron. He found this thing, graphene.
Yeah, graphene.
And I'm going to let him talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, graphene is really cool. It was discovered in 2004, and the scientists have been developing it for a while. But what it is it's created from graphite, the material in pencils, but like on a much greater scale.
Yeah, just like big old wads of carbon.
Yeah, exactly. But graphene is one atom in thickness, depth.
Yeah.
In depth.
We
I'm
argued
really
how to
trying not to say girth again. But it's one atom in girth. I'm going for it. It's one atom in girth. And you can basically, okay, you know what? No, you can get wide sheets of it. Let me talk about graphene. 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter of one atom thick graphene material is, I believe it was $60.
Mm-hmm.
And for 1 inch by 1 inch, it's $300.
Yeah, it was $300
to get your hands on this material because it's 300 times stronger than steel.
Yeah. Well, like, what if the cost? I mean, what are they going to use it for? Like, what are the practical applications of an atom thick?
Right now, there are people who use it for like T-shirts. That's something that they want to be doing is solar panel T-shirts. So then you can actually use your shirts to charge your devices. Is one of the things that people are talking about. They already currently make tennis rackets and tires that utilize graphene.
Mm-hmm.
But again, those are like high cost appliances. Like the tennis rackets, they make shoes, but I don't know. I can't actually price quote these shoes because I don't actually know. But I think they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, I imagine they probably would be.
Yeah. But another thing that it's good for is it's a conductor. A lot better than copper, actually. And so they're, like, big-time scientists are in talks of making batteries or flexible phones that have the touchscreen capabilities just like our phones, but are like an atom thick. But since the graphene is in I think it was a honeycomb pattern is what I read, then you can see it with the naked eye. Like it's not invisible, like one atom thick. I mean, it's the smallest thing that we've ever perceived, like known to scientists. It's pretty cool. I mean, there's going to be a lot of cool things that they can do with it.
Yeah.
A lot of cool things that they can do with it. But that's I
don't know. What would you do with
I think
it?
we're going to actually talk about that on Wild, Hungry, and Young.
Uh-huh.
Wild, Hungry, Young is one of our new shows, and we're going to actually bring that up, I think, in the first episode.
Uh-huh.
So make sure to look around for that if you're interested.
I don't know. I'd like, not to derail, but like you were talking about like the solar panel shirts and green energy, the Ed Begley Jr.
Yeah.
The Ed Begley Jr. revolution. I don't.
Who?
Ed Begley Jr. He's like an actor who like had that first Chevy car.
Okay.
Yeah, he's all about the eco.
Okay, that's
stuff.
awesome.
And he's shown up parodying. Can you say that?
Parodying.
Parody making of himself, like as the eco guy.
Oh, awesome!
But
that's great. We love it when you can joke about yourselves.
Yeah, you've got to.
Oh, you've got to.
Especially me.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to quote this article too much, but it was just something I read in passing. And it was talking about natural gas from biomass.
Okay.
And the biomass that they happen to be speaking of was human feces.
Oh gosh.
And there's no way to like there's no infrastructure to collect it all, but like just like composting, like put it together, it makes this and it creates methane. We talked about methane in an earlier story.
We did.
If you missed that one, I mean, just click back on the playlist. We have a story about sheep bringing down the plane. I'm tired of these sheep on this motherfucking plane.
On this motherfucking plane.
But anyways, the guys essentially the article said that like if we could pool all of our all our biomass on a poop together, that like it would generate like 5 times the amount of fuel that fracking does.
Oh wow. Wow, that's something that we're gonna have to look into.
Yeah, we'll have to do it more. Like, and I am kind of derailing the podcast, but like when you said that about the solar shirts, it just made me think of that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's great. Let's move along.
Moving along.
Bacon.
This story's been everywhere.
Really, bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
I mean,
the internet's favorite food.
The internet's favorite food.
For God's sakes, it's in the Reddit emblem.
Is it really?
Yeah, like the first one.
Wow.
The first one's that goofy robot, and then like the second one is like
bacon.
2 strips of bacon like crossing.
Well, isn't the new one like a ghost kind of thing?
I think he's supposed to be a robot.
Is he supposed to? The new one is back to the original robot.
They have a couple.
I think it's a ghost.
Do you think it's?
I think it's a ghost.
I think
we're gonna fight on this. No, you know what? That's Tumblr.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the story blew up.
Tumblr is the
story blew up everywhere. They said, processed meats, your hamburger, your bologna,
right,
your bacon. Which bacon isn't really processed. They slice it right off the pig, as far as
that's what I thought. Yeah.
But they did this
processed
study.
Bacon.
Who conducted this study? Oh, well, I don't have it, and I'm not going to kill dead air.
Okay.
Kill dead air. Talk about a double negative. But, it's essentially like as bad as smoking, but you would have to eat a piece of bacon like every time you smoke a cigarette. But my question to you is, does this make Harley from Epic Mealtime like the new Marlboro Man?
Yes, it does. It really does.
Is he just going to be on a horse going like?
Well, I mean, are they going to have to
slice
put
of bacon?
the general's warning on these bacon packages, like when these processed meats could?
Well, those guys are YouTube royalty. What if they had to put the disclaimer up on theirs?
Oh gosh, yeah. Wow.
It's like, this features lots of processed meats.
Bacon.
Not suitable for children, and the week of whatever, the week of Constitution.
Now, we were going to talk about one more thing in science, and that was going to be keyboards with the vowels all together.
But we couldn't find out what it was.
Yeah,
did you find it?
Yeah, apparently there are patent drawings.
Uh-huh.
Like, people have patented the idea of putting vowels together and consonants together on the other side. And so, why are you showing me the timer in front of the camera? We had this discussion in pre-prod podcast.
You said you didn't want me giving you time cues.
Yeah, but I can see that. I know where we're running. And this isn't going to take long. I mean, it's only in like the first stages of possibly becoming. We don't know if it's going to happen or not.
All right, we'll edit this out. Go ahead and start.
I like it. I'm keeping it. I'm going to fight him on this one. I hope you all get to see this. But the vowels on one side and then consonants on the other, and people are trying to invent this. Now, I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
It might revolutionize typing.
Yeah.
And if so, I mean, a lot of people are going to have to relearn how to type.
Well, you know why the keyboard was structured the way it was, right?
I don't think I do.
Well, what it was is they put A, B, C, D. They just put everything in order, and people were typing. They got too fast at it.
Really?
Like right off the bat. So they decided, okay, we'll just scramble up all the letters, because the typewriters would get jammed. That's also like, if you look at your keyboard, see how the keys are staggered instead of in a perfect row? That was so the mechanical arms could physically swing through the keys, the separate keys. Like if you look, so S could swing through W and E.
I got you. Okay.
But it's just something that carried on from that era of technology.
Interesting. That's awesome.
But yeah, these kind of things have been around. Like, have you ever seen one of the stenographer things?
No, I don't think
it looks like something from the future. It's like this tiny little box, and essentially like they hold down a button, and then that gives them a set of letters. Then they hold down a button, so they're typing all with their right hand. But like, apparently, they can type as fast as they can type as fast as big fancy city lawyers can talk.
All right, well, I think that's going to conclude the science segment.
Yeah.
I think we'll be back in just a second, talk about some other fun things.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and check out some of our other videos. And if you want to see Aaron take his shirt off, click that little red button that says subscribe down there.